Hello and welcome to another Grand Arena Championship. I'm Heathen13 and this is Season 20, Week 2, Round 1. I think today's battle is going to be a little bit of a different one for me. I made a mistake and I've found myself in an efficiency battle. My opponent is named Max P.I.J. Max Pidge? Let's look at the matchup. Alright, looking at the hot bot. I have the majority of the green on my side, so let's take a closer look. In the stats area, my opponent is a good player, 742,000 lifetime banners. All of his stats are very respectable, 1,700 offensive wins, over 500 defends, a good amount of clears and undersizes. The only number here that looks a little off is his low guild GP at only 183 million, but I'm wondering if he's been in that guild for a long time because it doesn't seem to be reflected in his roster. When we compare rosters, I have a little bit of an advantage on total GP, but he actually has the higher top 80 and top 65. I've got 11 more Zetas and a little bit of a speed advantage. I also have one more Gear 13, but he's got 6 more Gear 12s. So very, very comparable rosters. I have a pretty significant mod advantage across the board, but my opponent actually has more relic levels. I have one more Gear 13, but he's got 12 more total relic levels. Looking at the meta character report, looks very even. We both have Jedi Master Luke. And checking out our ships, same thing, very similar. Although his Negotiator is faster because his General Kenobi is a Relic 8 character. Taking a quick look at his roster, nothing here stands out at all. He's running his Jedi Master Luke in his arena. His roster is really, really similar to mine. In fact, all the characters he needed to get Jedi Master Luke. He also has a good Darth Revan team, good Separatist droids, a good gas squad. Everything here is as expected. Nothing, no big glaring holes, nothing out of the ordinary. So like I said in the beginning, this is going to be a bit of an unusual match for me, and it is completely self-inflicted. So, as you know, before every match, I use the Discord bot, Hotbot, in order to generate that report that I look at to see how I match up against my opponent. But I also use another bot, and it's called PrimeBot. It's made by a player named Prime Force, and I access it through the Gambit Discord server, which is owned by Xerath and Solobase. I'll try and put a link in the description below if you want to get on that Discord server. Super helpful server, all GAC focused. But that particular bot, PrimeBot, essentially notifies you whenever your opponent's lifetime banners go up. So when they set their defense, it tells you that their lifetime banners go up. When they make an attack, it tells you their lifetime banners go up. It's a really, really helpful bot. But in this case, I think me using it backfired, because normally I go in there right when the round starts and I watch my opponent, and then I can see when they set their defenses. And I really only care about that in the first round of the week, because after that people can let their defenses roll over and it's not a big deal. But I'm always wary of people auto deploying their defenses that first week. And I went the entire day, I did not see my opponent's score go up at all. So I had already planned out what I wanted to do for defense and offense. I had him scouted pretty well, and I anticipated basically exactly what he ended up setting. But I freaked out because I thought he was going to auto deploy. I waited until like 10 minutes before lock. And because I was convinced that he was going to auto deploy, I went ahead and I kept my top 9 teams for offense, and I set all my other teams on defense. And turns out that I hadn't watched him at the beginning of the round. I actually didn't do the PrimeBot for about an hour and a half after the round had started, and he set his defenses right at the very, very beginning. So instead of getting an auto deploy, which I was now prepared for, I get his normal defense, which meant I left myself with the weakest defense I've set in multiple seasons. So predictably, he went through and full cleared me. So let me show you what I end up setting and what ended up happening. He ended up with a 2460, which still leaves me a little wiggle room, but not much. Down here, I end up setting Grievous, Treya, and Bam with Nest. Not terrible squads, but not amazing. Up top, Mon Mothma, Crew, Night Sisters. I don't usually put Night Sisters on defense. In the back, Dooku, Rebel Trash, and a Bounty Hunter squad with Wampa. So none of these teams on their own are terrible. And there are a lot of the teams I put on defense most of the time anyway. But the difference is I don't have that 1 or 2 or 3 really tough teams that really stretch his roster. The Gas, the Darth Revan, the Jedi Master Luke. So he was able just to go through and one-shot these one after another and after another. In fact, over here in ships also, he one-shot both of these. Although thankfully, it looks like my Thrawn Empire squad gave him some trouble and he only got a 53 on that. So that helped definitely give me a little wiggle room. But I'm in a efficiency match and it's not how I like to play. I like to set a really tough defense, hopefully get a hold or multiple holds or even keep him from clearing so that I don't have to worry about banners. I just have to worry about clearing. He didn't leave me a crazy hard defense and I have all my best teams, but there's still a chance that I lose. RNG happens and things like that. He's got his bugs. He's got a Mon Mothma. He's got a Jedi Training Ray. Down on the bottom, he has his Darth Revan, a Bosk team, and his Grievous. So I have counters for all of these, like I said. In fact, I have way too much offense. But this Darth Revan squad and this Grievous squad have the potential to hand me a loss, even though I think I have the right counter. And if that happens, I am screwed. I want to say he averaged about a 57 per match, which definitely leaves me room if I am efficient. But if I drop a battle, I am almost assuredly going to lose. Again, this is not how I like to play, and it is 100% my own fault, thinking that he was going to auto-deploy. And I guess in the end, it would have been better to have set my normal defense and get the auto-deploy and win but not clear, compared to this where I am now stuck having to clear really efficiently in order to get the win. But we'll give it our best shot. I'm going to start against his Darth Revan. I am faster. I have my Darth Revan, and we are going to go after it and hope this works. All right, so hit his Sith Empire Trooper. And sorry, not talking because I'm really nervous this is gonna fail. Almost just lost him. I'm actually still gonna use the lightning because I think it gives me the best chance to kill Darth Revan. Still stuck behind Malik. There we go. This is gonna be really bad banners. I've lost both protection and health on Revan. 57. Okay, I can't really afford too many battles like that where I get 57s or below, but I think that's probably going to be the case here for this Grievous. It is a well-modded Grievous. It's a good team, and I'm going to go after it with my Jedi Knight Revan, which might be a mistake. I do have my Jedi Master Luke available, but I just am not comfortable with that comp. I also know a lot of people prefer to put Bastila as their lead, but I haven't had a ton of success with that. I've timed out a couple times using that comp, and so I am just going to stick with what I know and what I'm comfortable with and cross my fingers that I don't blow it here. These first two matches or battles really are the match for me, I think. And we're gonna spread that foresight around and hopefully get ability blocks, and then we will go in on B2 and we should get a markup here in a second. And maybe we won't need to get a mark. Yeah, B2's gone. Good. We're going to lose Jedi Knight Revan here in a second, I think. We've already lost him. We got Savior procced. We're going to go right in on Grievous. Now, we're not going to pay extortion at all. Because at this point, extortion just feeds Grievous more and more and more damage. And we can't afford that Grievous to hit any harder than he already is. B1 just got the heal off, which is unfortunate. We need to... Got the ability block. We need to get that Grievous down quick. Got another mark on him. Once Grievous is gone, then I can start paying extortion. But until he's gone, I really can't afford to. And this is becoming a problem. Come on, get him down, guys. Get him down. I think I'm going to spread that. Shoot. I'm going to go ahead and keep attacking while I have the mark up. Alright, yes. Okay, now I can start paying extortion, and I can get... go ahead and bring Old Ben back. Now it's just a matter of banner manipulation, stalling to get banners back. Alright, let's heal. Bring Old Ben back. Let's get rid of Newt. Throw all that up. Okay, who do we need to call in? Looks like Old Ben is short and Yoda is short, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to stall anymore. Looks like a 57 again. 58, okay. Alright, those are definitely the two hardest ones and came through with it okay. I need to start averaging more than that though. So hopefully the rest of these go more smoothly. Against this boss squad, I'm taking my Jedi Training Ray. And hopefully I've got enough control and healing here to end up with a 60 or at least close to it. We are going to start that way. We're going to start actually going after Zam after we wave down Bosk. And we didn't even get the wave down. I think he resisted. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, that's fine. I don't want Zam's thermals out there. And now we'll go after Boba because I don't want his ability block. I should have gone for the stun there instead of the burning. That's my mistake. Let's heal up. Wave down again on Bosk. And hide everyone. And we'll then switch on over to Cad Bane. Ooh, I want to go after Grief since he's available. And Illuminated Destiny, very nice. Let's get the heal. The wave down, get rid of that. See if we can get a stun. Very nice. I think we're back up to full health and full protection. I don't need to stretch it out anymore. Very nice. Alright, let's see what he left for me in the back. It doesn't really matter. I've got all my best squads. A Crew, a Karth, a Dooku. Alright, let me figure out exactly how I want to deploy all these, and then I'll go back to the top and take care of those ones. Alright, so up top, we will go after this Mon Mothma team first. It's got the most relics. That doesn't mean it's the best team. I'm taking my CLS against it. I think it shouldn't be a problem, but you never know. This is just so stressful when you have to win every single match efficiently, or or else you have a chance of losing the whole thing. So just, you know, on one hand I have my best teams available, on the other they're not always the perfect counter, although that one was. So we will go after Geos with my normal Vader team that I like. I am going to take off my Moff Gideon here though, because there's a chance that I might be able to go for the feat in the back. We'll see how the rest of everything plays out. As long as I haven't dropped a battle and I've got a good enough cushion, then I'll go after a feat with Bo-Katan, Moff Gideon, and Sabine. But for now, let's go after with this group of 4. We'll go after these bugs. And we will weapons tech it. And we'll do that one over there. Force Crush and Merciless. And kill the spy. And then we will go around going after everybody. I actually made a mistake there. I should have Force Crushed on Sunfac. But either way, doesn't matter. Coming through, taking them out one by one. Get a stun on these ones. It'd be nice if they didn't get an actual attack. There we go. Which brings us to this Jedi training Rey, and we will go after it with Padme. I've liked that they went through and they made it so that things are grayed out again when they've been used. That's such a nice thing to have back. That was the one thing about the new UI that I didn't like at all. Alright, Padme against Jedi training Rey. I'm not anticipating this being a huge issue. The Rey is Relic 7, of course, but everybody else is pretty weak. So it's just a matter of going through and getting the other ones down. And then surviving JTR. I am firmly in the camp of calling her JTR. I know there are a lot of people who do RJT, Rey Jedi Training, because I think that's like her official name written, you know, on her kit. But I prefer Jedi Training Rey. Just me. So what kind of ships did he leave for me? I'm expecting nothing amazing, but we'll see. Home 1 and Tarkin. So I would have been worried about this a little bit if all of those Empire ships were 7 stars, but they're not. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Negotiator against Home 1 then, and use my Malevolence against the Empire. And we'll just go traditional. And I think I can go a little light. I don't even know if I need Rex. Let's leave out Rex and take the B-Wing, the Y-Wing, the BTL Y-Wing. That one. Alright, hopefully this is not something that comes back to bite me. Well, we're faster than his Millennium Falcon even. That was surprising. So we've got his 2 different tanks to go after. I prefer to get his Y-Wing out first because I don't like that disruptor, shield disruptor thing that he potentially could put on my Houndstooth. So we're going to do that. That was a mistake. I should have done the big hit because Millennium Falcon has it too. There we go. I guess we'll bring in Ahsoka. Part of me thinks I should have brought in my Y-Wing there. Because the AoE maybe would have killed the Falcon, but Oh, wow, that was quite the hit. So we're going to bring in Flo as soon as we get a chance to heal up our Anakin. And do that to heal up. Get our taunt back up. Bring in Flo for some healing, and then hopefully kill this Falcon. Here comes the AoE, sister banners. That sucks. Predictable though. Get the buff immunity on him. And this will do it. Alright, so far so good. Not count our chickens before they hatch, but so far things are going smoothly. Although I'm super stressed. I don't like this kind of gameplay. I don't like the idea of you have to one-shot everything and have to be super clean. Just gets too stressful. In any event, let's do our best to get this down as efficiently as possible. No reason cleansing, because with Vader out there, you can't cleanse off that target lock anyway. We just need to get this bomber down. There we go. And now we can get out that, and there we go, done. Alright, so that gave me quite a bit of breathing room. He got a 63, or a 64 and a 53 on the ships on his side of things. So essentially I just picked up 10 banners with that particular battle. Which brings me here to his toughest team left, which I think this is Dooku squad. We're gonna go in with my Jedi Master Luke. We're gonna leave off Ezra because I think he's gonna die. And we'll go with these 4. I think that should be enough. And we will do the efflux thing. And we will call in Luke, see if we can just get rid of Dooku. Nice. And let's call in Luke again and see if we can kill Wampa. And we'll stun them all. And we will just take him down. Now we are going to have to wait for Jango to come out of his damage immunity, which is going to take some time. Good job, Hoda. But I don't think I have anything that's going to reduce turn meter or anything, so he should be able to get his he'll be able to get his attacks off here eventually. It's just going to take me a little bit to let him go. So there is his first one, or was that his second? Yeah, no, he's good. He is prime for the taken. Who is not full health? I think Shakti is not full health, so let's get her there. There we go. Alright, so we now have this cart squad, and we will go after it with Geos. Pretty much my only 2 teams left are Gas and Geos. That's the other thing that this happened, is a lot of times when I set a harder defense, I actually hold back an extra team just in case. And I wasn't able to do that because I was like, well, let me just hold my strongest teams for offense, thinking that there's going to be an auto deploy. And that meant I really did want to put all of the rest of the quote unquote next best hardest teams back on D. So I really only did keep the 9 best teams I have. And otherwise, yeah, that's it. So, but again, if I would have lost, or if I lose, it's not over yet, but if I lose one, then it's over anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I didn't need extra teams regardless. And so far, everything's working out. I would like a heal here. Thank you. Alright, let me do a little quick math. Make sure I know where I'm at and if I can afford to try this. Yeah, it looks like once I clear this squad and I get the zone bonus, looks like I'll just be 28 banners short from him, which means I can actually lose this battle and still win the match. So knowing that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in gas, and I'll bring in Rex too, just in case. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that feat, which is the Darksaber feat. So Sabine, Bo-Katan, and Moff Gideon. So everybody who had the Darksaber. And hopefully this still works fine. I would assume so. I'm thinking gas is just going to kill everybody fairly quickly. And I even get to do the thing where I make them all lose their turn meter even. So we just got to kill crew. But the AoE is going to kill everybody else. And we get to use all the other special things. Ah, look at that. He just ripped all of their protection. Well, that's a bummer. So not good banners, but a win and a feat. So that's it. I forced myself to play the efficiency game, and it ended up working out, but I do not like this kind of battle. Very stressful. But in the end, 2490 to 2460. I want to say thank you to my opponent for the match. Good job getting the full clear on me. Good job putting the pressure on me. I will not make that mistake again. I'm either going to do the Prime Bot right when the round opens, or I'm going to just trust that if their history says they don't auto-deploy a lot, I'm going to trust that they're not going to, because I don't want to put myself in this position again. In any event, I want to say thank you all for watching, and I will see you again next time.